Guys, it's time to break down the preview for the episode 111 of Dragon Ball Super. But before that, guys, I have to warn you that I might spoil one or two things for the 1 hour special episode that went out tonight for me. And if you live in Japan, it was today, so it was early in the morning. But I might spoil one or two things. I promise I'm going to try to keep it down. I promise that. Because I know many of you guys haven't even watched it if you were waiting for the Crunchyroll stream or Fun Animation because they were broken. Actually, Dragon Ball Super broke the streaming sites. It was amazing. I mean, not good, to be honest, because I still want to watch it with subtitles, and I haven't been, and it's been around 3 hours since the episodes were uploaded. Some of you might have actually watched it and you are really lucky. Consider yourself lucky. But without any further ado, let's just watch the preview. And one more thing actually, I won't talk the first time we watch this. The second time we are going to break it down. So let's begin. So now let's watch it. From what I could see, it doesn't give a lot of things, to be honest. So here we have Jiren two-footing hit. Yeah, this is not the beginning of the battle, and of course, guys, this battle was hinted way before, but just like it was Goku against Jiren. So it's not a surprise that they are facing each other. And if you manage to secure yourself or protect yourself from the spoilers, you're lucky. Again. But we know for like 2 weeks now that Jiren and Hit fight was going to happen. So let's continue. Here is Jiren two-footing Hit. And yeah. Here we have Hit actually managing to dodge one of the Jiren's attacks. Of course, that is not going to be a shot before this. I'm 100% sure that this shot is going to be before that. It doesn't matter, they are not from the same shot. So it's not going to be like Hit is just getting out of that. Hit is thrown on the ground from that. That's for sure. And here you have Hit moving away from Jiren, or actually getting hit by Jiren. But yeah, and as we know, spoiler alert guys, Hit is actually going to allow Jiren to attack him in order for him to understand Jiren's fighting style. And he will be, of course, trying to save or protect, better said, his crucial spots. So even if Jiren lands the attack, it doesn't matter. Basically, he's going to go for the same strategy that he had against Dispo. Oh, that was a problem. And here you have Hit being able to actually protect himself from some of the Jiren's attacks. And here we have, this is a nice shot and good block it. But from the way how Hit is blocking the attacks, it's clear enough to see that he is struggling. I mean, always in Dragon Ball for me, when this stance is done, that character is struggling. And maybe not always, but most of the time. And it's, if you watch the 1 hour special, you would realize why. So even though Hit blocked, here that confirms, Jiren is still able to throw him away. This guy is just way too overpowered. And actually I wanna go back to this shot of Goku, because I wanted to talk about this, and not fully about Goku's reaction, because we are not quite sure yet if Goku is actually watching the fight between Hit and Jiren. And he could be. And I believe that is going to be the case. So, yeah, Goku is going to be observing that fight. Yeah, I can go easily with that. Because that is where his main focus is. There are no fighters anymore for Goku here. He's not going to care about anyone else. Believe me. I mean, he could be fighting others. Let's act like I don't know who he will be fighting in the upcoming Dragon Ball episodes. Because I know, but he could be fighting someone else. And maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe he's going to get a rematch against Jiren soon enough. You never know. Yeah. How great would that be? Another 1 hour special of Goku against Jiren. That's not going to happen, obviously, but that would be great. And as for this shot, I stopped at it here not because of Goku's facial expression, but because of how much I love this animation. It looks awesome. Totally on par with Dragon Ball Z. Actually, even better, I might say. Goku here looks much better than he did when he was wearing the same thing, this shirt, against Boo. Was he wearing this against Boo? Oh my god. I think I have completely forgotten that fight because I don't really like it that much. So I barely watched it. I mostly watched Dragon Ball up until Cell Saga. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to rewatch Majin Buu Saga once again. Yeah, one of these days. Might start on Monday. But yeah. But it looks much better. His shirt looks much better than it did when it was shown in Dragon Ball Z. Much better. This color actually is better than that light blue. Was it light blue? Something like that. It was definitely blue, and this looks like a blue in gray. Something like that. I hope I'm not messing the colors up, guys. I just hope I'm not. So let's continue. He should probably be talking here about Jiren. One more thing. He still cannot believe or even hit. It could be actually hit that Goku is talking about. He must be impressed. Here we have another shot of Jiren with a hit. And is this actually the time skip? It could be. Here is Jiren going against hit, of course. Maybe he looks a bit pissed off by this stance, to be honest. Not his usual self, which actually reminds me of an idea that is Jiren going to be able to keep his cool during the whole arc, because that's one of his most important things, I guess, his calmness. Yeah, and look at this. This looks dope. And here we have another shot. And here we have the time skip. This is definitely the time skip. Doing from it, so he is actually going to be able to do that. And should I spoil or should I not spoil? I'm not really sure. Well, okay, I'm going to spoil, guys. You saw most of it, so I think it should be fine. Hit's time skip is not going to work, because in the last spoiler shown, it says that Hit is going to try to use the time skip against Jiren, but things don't go as expected. And this shot here confirms it, basically. I believe that this shot is going to be that after, and that is going to be before. So this is going to be after this. And here we have a Hit landing a clean punch on Jiren, and he will mostly be undamaged. He's not going to have any sort of damage. This is what I believe, guys. It's going to happen. Of course, that is something that I don't know, because they just said that on the spoilers. It's not going to go quite as expected, but that doesn't really mean that none of Hit's attempts is going to work. I mean, I don't think anybody expects Jiren to be thrown out just one episode after what he was able to do in the 1 hour special. No way, that just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, Hit could be attempting more than once to do the time skip. I'm sorry for this. Yeah, and guys, now that I am free to talk a bit, most of the people have actually left, I believe. So, for the heroes who are staying up to the end of the video, I just have a special thank you, guys, for watching my videos, for showing support. I have gotten quite some nice messages on Twitter, and I really love you guys. I know that my first videos weren't as good, but I believe I'm improving. And my question for you guys is actually, what do I have to do to improve? Just tell me. I really want to improve. This has been a passion for me. You can see how many videos I have on my channel. I didn't give up even at the lowest parts when I was getting hate comments and everything. I didn't give up. And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So guys, thanks for the support, and please, anything that you want to tell me, any suggestion, feel free to share it. Please guys, share it with me. It will help me improve my content, and I wanna do that. So thanks for watching again. Please guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video so I can see the support from you, and do that for me and comment your ideas. Have a great time, guys. I love you all.